$100 million. $100 million went down the toilet making this piece of glass. $100 million. The Expendables 4 was a movie about, it's this group that kind of goes on this mission. And I don't even know what the point is of the mission. They're trying to stop, no, I know the point. They're trying to stop a bomb from going off. I have no words. I've never wanted to walk out of a theater so much in my life. So obviously you know how this review is gonna go. But let's try and be a little fair. It started off not too bad, I'm not gonna lie. Some good camera shots. And then everything went downhill from that. It's funny to me that I feel like these movie companies have become so lazy that they actually decided to take out all the plot development and just go straight to the rising action. No development. This movie makes Fast and the Furious look like an Oscar winner. I promise. I promise. I promise. It's so terrible. So this has a lot of big names like Sylvester Stallone and Megan Fox, and that did nothing for it. I'm not gonna lie. Megan Fox didn't have a great performance. Like Sylvester Stallone, he's Sylvester Stallone, you gotta like them, and I did like him a bit, and he was fine, I guess. But like, this focused more around the main character, Christmas. Jason Statham, I think is his name. He did okay, I guess. Like, his character is kind of likable. Like, he cannot pull up that trash to himself. There's an anchor attached to his leg, and it is falling to the depths of the ocean with this movie. He did his best, though. I'll give him some credit. So, I know I've been shitting on this a lot, and I've been saying only positives, really. But I want to get those out of the way, because I have to say, for how atrocious this movie was, I guess it was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It has some good jokes. I was kind of chuckling the whole time. That's the only reason I didn't fall asleep. And the only reason I didn't leave the theater is because every once in a while, Sylvester Stallone's character would like do a witty joke, and I'd be like, ha 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 ha. It's exactly like that. No exaggeration. No, it was funny. You chuckle a little bit. Like there was enough. I would say the humor was not bad. It kind of, honestly, you probably should just run this as a comedy because it's much better than the action part. And let's talk about it. $100 million. Honestly, you could have taken out like a quarter to half of the explosions and had the same movie, and you would have saved like 25 million. Like they literally were like, oh, big button, there's an explosion, they like explosions.
Patrick, that's a rocket launcher?
Yes.
Like, are we stupid? I feel like, no offense to Lionsgate. Lionsgate has made some great movies, but the audience is not dumb. Like, just because you pick boom doesn't make the movie good. That's literally what this movie was. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm sorry, you spent a lot of money on explosion, but if there's no substance behind it. Irony of substance behind an explosion. If there's no substance behind it, then like, what's the point? And where was this henchman spawner? Like, the reason I'm not talking that much about the plot, because it was non-existent. They just wanted to go into the action scenes where they fight the henchmen. The henchman spawner was infinite. They killed like 80 people, and I still felt like there was nobody dead on the ship. They killed, like, I was like, wow, they got rid of like half of the henchmen. Nope. They're spawning these people from like the depths of Hades. There literally is a generator, a spawn portal in the ship somewhere, because magically they got rid of like 100 people. I may be exaggerating. It felt like 100 people, and then it still felt like they had so many people. And it's like, where were these people before? Because when you start the movie, they're like kind of hidden. So, and I'm talking specifically on the ship, because I would say, the beginning held some promise. Like, it didn't seem like it was going to be completely washed. I was expecting it to be like a 5 or 6 when I was coming in, especially how the beginning was. Downhill, 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 and completely downhill. It's the last one I watched. I don't even know if it was like Fast and Furious 8 or whatever. It's like a 6. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember which number. There's so many. But I'm not going to lie. Everything with the plot, it was just so atrocious. Like, they just wanted to take all the parts that people like and just make no plot. And yes, there's the loose plot, they're trying to stop the bomb. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and then, they have like so many tropes. They have it. you know, sexy girlfriend badass or whatever. You know, they go to find, you know, an old fighter, a veteran fighter. Oh, I don't fight anymore. I don't fight anymore. This is the farthest I could go. And then, like, you know, of course, you know, the betrayal. Oh, the betrayal. It was just so everything was so scripted, and I'm trying not to spoil it, but honestly, don't even watch this movie. I promise you, you will stop it. I only didn't stop because it was mildly funny, and I was at a theater. So, the thing is, it's a 3 out of 10, but it feels like a 2. It feels like a 2, because it's a 3 out of 10, because I can acknowledge that the jokes were kind of funny. The lead actor wasn't the terriblest terrible. A lot of the supporting actors were, including Megan Fox. And the camera angles were okay, but 2 to 3, a 2.5, a 2.5 out of 10. This is like the lowest rated movie I've seen in the longest time. And I got baited because it says, like, on a lot of reviews that it's like, oh, at a 5 right now. They probably haven't seen the same movie as me, because there's no way in hell this is a 5. 2.5, maybe, honestly, I'm gonna say a 2. Wait. Sorry, it's a 2. It's just so atrocious. Like, 3 because they spent so much money, and it just, like, I feel like you can't really spend that much money and have it have a 2, but it feels like a 2. So, skip. Don't watch it. And if you watch it and you hate it, I warned you. So, if you want to see an actually good action movie, watch anything else. Anything else is a better action movie. Dora the Explorer is a better action movie than this movie. So, you can go and take this segue into watching my review on Renfield, because Renfield was one that was expected to flop, and it didn't, and it has a lot much better action than this, even though it's a horror comedy. It is kind of a bit of an action movie in how they do it. Yeah, I would say it's kind of an action movie too, even though it's a horror comedy. So check out the review on Renfield to see if that's something you might be interested in, and I'll see you in the next one.